Hi, my name is Steve Gillespie, and I'm here with my wife Patti. And we've been coming to church at Denver for 7 years since we've moved here to Denver.
So this morning we love to share with you all our God story on how the land for the new church came about. And it has been all of God the whole way.
First of all, I'm a commercial realtor, and about 2 years ago I found this land for sale, about 13 acres on Highway 16, and I thought it would be a great purchase as an investment. And so, being a good husband, I talked about it with Patti and asked if she would allow me to, on behalf of us, to purchase it. And she can tell you what happened from there.
Well, he kept coming to me day after day. What about the land? And I kept saying I was going to pray about it. And through my quiet time, I was praying about it, but I was not getting a peace whatsoever. And I kept asking God, God, what do you want us to do?
About 4 or 5 months later, somehow, miraculously, she said yes, so she gave me permission to pursue the purchase. So a lot of things happened all at once. In May of 2018, about a year and a half ago, I contracted to purchase this 13 acres of land, and I had a 6-month window for us to do the due diligence, which included a lot of things. One was to get an environmental review to make sure everything was good on the land, and also to hire an engineering firm. So we hired the firm that's located right there where our church office is. So we put them to work to come up with some designs on that. In the meantime, in June of 2018, a month later, we hired Matt Hearn as our lead pastor. I remember it vividly down at the Crafty Burger place. He just looked at me and said, can you find me a piece of land for the church? So the following month in August, I got the drawings back and had a sit down with the engineer, and he pointed to the southern parcel and said that would be an ideal parcel to build a church. And I asked him why, and he said, well, it has 2 entrances, one on Triangle Circle and one on Highway 16. You could put about a 20,000 square foot building with about 200 parking spaces.
So Steve came back to me, of course, all the time along, he's telling me what's going on. And through my prayer time, I kept saying, okay, Lord, what do you want us to do with this land? What is your purpose in this? And at that point, I had such a peace, and I think really within me, God was saying, hang on, I'm gonna use you. And I learned early in life, or we both have, we've learned early in life that actually from mentors that told us we can't walk around with our hands closed. God can't use you that way. You have to walk with your hands open to be able to serve, to be able to give, and then also to be able to receive. I said to Steve, then we just need to follow through what God wants us to do and continue on this journey to see where God's gonna lead us as far as the land goes.
So about September, October, in the fall of last year, I shared those plans with Matt and the elders and said, I don't know if God has this land intended for us, but we're in the middle of getting ready to acquire it. And I just kept praying, God, what do you want me to do? Why did you have us buy this land and then have the church have this need? When we first looked to buy the land, we didn't even have a lead pastor, so it wasn't in our sights initially. But then we prayed about it, and I went to the Building and Land Committee meeting, and I heard twice, the first 2 meetings, there was one of the guys there said, boy, the way to get this done, we really need someone to give us the land or to sell us the land at a substantial discount.
And at that point, we both came, and Steve said to me, do you have a price? I said, yeah. We both shot it out there, and again, we're on the same page. So God is awesome through this whole story. Again, we had no idea what God was doing through us, and now we've come to this conclusion that it looks like we as a body will be able to put a church on there and grow and look to God's kingdom in this community, and just just the joy of being able to be a part of it.